you doing, man?
All right, people, back at it again, doing some ultralight fishing today. I am currently hiking on the way to the spot where I'm gonna fish. This is a place, this section of the creek I haven't fished in a couple years, I think. But it's kind of like a, you know, a spillway dam type situation, and there's like a creek that runs underneath it. We actually fished another section of this creek in another video significantly further downstream, but you know, had a pretty good time when I was here last. Got kind of cloudy conditions today, which usually I can think of as being pretty favorable for fishing, especially this time of year. You know, it's supposed to supposed to rain, have like some thunderstorms coming in later today. So we're gonna try to make use of our time before that happens. It's a little after 10 a.m. right now. Got a little bit of a hike ahead of us here, but you know, should be kind of like a, you know, ultralight, multi-species type of situation today. You know, we could catch, you know, bluegill and red-breast sunfish and largemouth bass, chain pickerel, and maybe some other species too. We'll just have to see what this spot is like now. You know, these creek areas can change pretty significantly kind of from year to year, so it'll be interesting. You know, it's been a while since I've been back here, but anyway, I'm gonna keep on trudging. But yeah, you never know until you throw, so let's go. All right, people, here's where we're going to start fishing right now. Just this little spillway here. You know, there's a lake above it, and then this creek kind of flows down. But I'm going to start working over this area. Just saw some wakes right here in this very calm area as I was walking up. Probably bluegill, or, you know, didn't look like anything big. But anyway, I've got the ultralight set up. The 1-inch EPF swim is rigged up on a 1/64th ounce jig head. So I'm going to start off casting this thing around. We may switch up to a slightly bigger lure as we get kind of closer to the base of the dam, but this was what I had tied on, so gonna give it a shot for a few minutes here at least. I think this kind of bright white is gonna do well on the relatively cloudy day that we've got. There we go. There's a fish. It's a little sunfish, bluegill, I think. There we go. All right, there's our first fish, people. About a 5-inch, 4.5-inch bluegill. All right, nothing crazy, but it's a start. Little bluegill here. Went for the EPF swim. Gonna snap a quick picture and send this guy back. See if we can catch any more little panfish like this. This guy fought well for his size. Fun on the ultralight. See ya, buddy. All right, fish number 1, people. Not bad. Not bad at all. There we go. Another one. Okay, it's a redbreast. Didn't take long, did it? I think I'm learning that this little swim bait actually does a little bit better. Just on a straight retrieve, at least with this jig head, and just letting that tail kick, kind of like a bigger swim bait. I think I was just sort of expecting to kind of jig it like some of those smaller, you know, other small plastics, but I think just a straight retrieve is better with this because of that tail action. So this guy is probably like 3.5 inches, so nothing crazy, but I'll get a pick and send him back. Another fish. Didn't take long. I was like the next cast. All right, there he is. Let's send this guy back a little more carefully than that last fish. There we go. See ya, bud. All right, 2 fish, 2 species. I'm here for it. I'm here for it, people. Nothing big, but it's ultralight fishing. It's not necessarily the goal. Yeah, we've just been casting this with like a straight retrieve to get the bites. Kind of like that. Gives you a small bait that you can use a little bit differently than some of the others. You know, the others you're kind of jigging them mostly, and this has enough action where just a straight retrieve is sufficient. One more cast over here. Oh, wow. A baby bass just nailed it right at my feet. That's, wow. This guy is bait sized. Little largemouth. Look at that. Like a 2.5 inch largemouth. Still got the feisty spunk of a big one though. I'll get a picture of this guy just because it's funny and send him back. Wow, hungry guy here. Wanted that EPF swim, looked like a little snack. Thanks, little bud. Wondering if that would really improve the action on it. Just on the fall, primarily. There's a little fish. I think it's another bass, another baby bass. This is a little bass nursery right here, I guess. I'll send this guy back. He's not quite as big as that, or it's quite as small as that other one. These guys probably spawned in the spring, or hatched in the spring, I mean. Cutie. Grow up big. Here's a fish. Better fish. I think it's another bluegill, just bigger. Yeah, nicer one. Nicer fish. This guy wanted it. This is a better one. It's like a 6-inch fish. It's not too bad. Felt good on the ultralight setup. Beautiful. It's starting to rain here, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my camera in waterproof mode here. You know, take off the external mic, so the sound might be a little janky, but we're gonna keep fishing. So we're gonna picture this guy and send him on back. All right. I think that's the nicest bluegill I've caught out of this section of the creek. Or, well, I mean, we're not really at the creek yet, but this section of water. So let's send him back and get our camera ready here. Thanks, bud. Appreciate you. All right, people. So made a switch while we're putting away our camera gear to this little crankbait here. This is the Rebel Crick Hopper. It's a small kind of grasshopper imitating lure, good as like a topwater or as just a steady retrieve, you know, crankbait. I think last time I was here I caught some fish on this lure, though I think it was a different color. But anyway, let's just cast this around. Maybe we can get a slightly bigger fish to attack this. Since it's cloudy, I want to kind of, I'm going to try to stick with, you know, bright colored baits, aggressive moving baits. With the lower light, that should help us out. That should be an advantage. So, let's see if anything goes for this. I think I've seen some bluegill kind of looking at it, flashing on it. Oh, there we go. Right at my feet. Came out from under a rock and hit it. Another bluegill. It's kind of hooked in the top of the head, not very secure, but he definitely went for it. I saw that the flash. He's got a little sore on his lip. Gonna take a picture of this little fish and then send him back. All right. Appreciate you, bud. Looks like a little bluegill. Oh. There we go. Saw him smash it. That was cool. Yeah, crankbait fishing. When it's working, it's pretty fun. The old crick hopper. That's a healthier one right here for sure. Slightly bigger. Alright. Another bluegill. Get a picture and send one back. Alright, another bluegill. Healthy fish here. Nice and chunky. Thanks, buddy. One thing I kind of don't love about this lure is sometimes it swims on its side. Oh, dude, he came up for it. That's a good fish. Good bluegill. Decent anyway. Not that big, but that was a cool hit regardless. Woo. Fired up. This fish is fired up. There we go. See you, little guy. I'm gonna spend, maybe another 30 minutes or so casting around the dam with the spinner. Hopefully we won't get it snagged, but it is pretty rocky down here, so we'll just have to see. But I'm gonna just try this other side for a while and then maybe go back to where we were earlier in the day. Pretty shallow over here. There's a fish. Wow, right on the edge of the grass. It's a bass. Nice. We just went above the dam, people. And this fish was hiding in some grass along the edge of the lake. Came for our spinner. Cool. Another fish. Decent little bass here. Fun on the ultralight. Alright, see you, bud. Let's get you back in here. Yeah, that was just right on the edge of this vegetation. I was waiting there in ambush. And that spinner came on by.